The movie The Woman King is making headlines globally. The highly anticipated movie stars Viola Davis and our very own Thuso Mbedu, who continues to fly the South African flag high. But another actor who is making us proud is Siv Ngesi, who is also featured in the movie and joins us live now. Siv, thank you so much for your time. How was it? How was it being part of this project? I can only imagine what was going through your mind.
First of all, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Showstopper, showstopper.
Thank you, Siv.
Happy Heritage Day for the weekend.
Thank you, Siv.
You know, it was incredible working with the most awarded black actress of all times and arguably one of the best actresses of all times, one of the best. Viola Davis was an incredible experience. Most of my scenes were with her. I learned a lot from her, and being South African, I finally got to watch it yesterday in the South African theatre. South Africans went crazy. So I look forward to it doing very well. It opens next week, 30th of September, nationwide. It's broken records in America already, #1 film. So I look forward to it doing very well in South Africa.
And rightfully so. I mean, Siv, you are also doing so well there. I mean, you're one of the few men that is playing the lead there, yet you are also giving the women the chance to shine. You're not overpowering, but at the same time, I was blown away when I was watching what you did. And let's talk about for you, how was that, playing that lead to ensure that you're also allowing, the ladies to shine, but at the same time, holding down your own?
You know, that's interesting that you noticed that. The whole mission about the character was being an ally. I think a lot of men don't understand what it is about being an ally. Sometimes the ally is the guy on the side, keeping quiet and supporting, just so the people that they're allying for know that they're there. McGann is the guy who's a typical man. He has the muscles, he's big, he's strong. And in the beginning of the film, he thinks he's better than the woman. But as the film goes on, he sees that they can work hand in hand. And for me, that's what allyship's about. It's about knowing that we men need to get our hands dirty. Things are happening in society that we need to get involved in. That's what McGann was about. That's what I based McGann on. I based him on what men need to do. Men need to get their hands dirty in society and really hold themselves accountable and hold other men accountable as well.
How did you prepare for the stunts?
Yeah. I did stunt training 4 or 5 hours a day, gym for like an hour as well. So everything we did, I did my own stunts. Every single fall, every single punch, everything you saw was on my own. So it was an entire new world to learn, and I'm very glad that I have that extra bit of skill in my back pocket. And I challenge all South African actors to get better at stunts, swimming, driving, motorbikes, horses, because when the opportunity comes, you need to be ready.
How challenging was that on your body, though?
Yeah, chiropractor, massages, left, right, and center. No, the body took a beating. A couple of knocks here and there. It was just difficult on the body, but it was worth it. To be paid to pretend fight, to be paid to gym, when they pay you to eat special food, that's just an actor's dream that we South Africans aren't used to.
And Siv, we talk about stunts, we talk about other things and the body taking a beating, but one thing that I also saw, which is quite interesting, is the storyline. I mean, the culture, and for me, the dark-skinned girl. And it stood out because some of us grew up being dark-skinned girls and we were called abomantu. The ones that are always at the back there and you don't really get the attention and all of that. But here, it's deliberate, and it's going to continue to change the conversation around how we are socializing young girls on that particular aspect.
Listen, the top 4 lead women in this particular production are dark-skinned, beautiful women. 2 of them African descent, 1 of them Caribbean descent, and another one African American. And then there's a man, number 5, John Boyega, who's born in Nigeria. It was all melanin, dark-skinned melanin, dark-skinned young children must be able to watch this film and see that they are important. They can be stars. They can sell out films in America and be number one. That there's no excuses not to put a dark-skinned woman as a lead. And representation matters. Representation matters. And if you do not believe representation matters, you're an idiot. I think it's as simple as that. For me, being able to see people who look like me in positions that are big is huge.
Siv, I'm going to touch on something that, I saw you go through publicly as well, the loss of your mom. And the fact that this movie is released, and I'm sure she's proud of you. How was that for you not being able to continue to share the glory with her?
So yesterday was the first time I've been at a premiere and she's not there. So yesterday at the end of the film was quite an interesting experience. My mother is my everything. She was the wind in my sails. I'm lost without her. But for me, it's an interesting irony that this film is about a strong woman who's in places that usually women aren't in. And my mother was just that. She was just an incredible beast of a woman. Didn't have to use her swords, just used her mouth and her power. And for me, she's the ultimate woman king, and I'm honored to be her son.
As a final question then, how did this work change, your work as an activist? Because we've seen you involved in issues around period poverty. You've been quite vocal about quite a number of things. Being part of this movie, what did it do for you on the activism front?
It's interestingly enough, the activism stuff helped me with the character. I don't think me being in this film added to my activism, but I do think my activism work helped me in this film. Because this guy in this particular film, what he is an activist. He doesn't even know he's an activist, but as the film goes on, you will see what kind of activist he is. A silent, subtle kind that I think we need a lot more men who are not necessarily silent, but when the fight is there, realizing that actually it's not a woman's fight, it's a man's fight. And to be able to stand up and go, enough is enough, we need to do more.
Siv, well done. And you make us proud.
Thank you.
It was really good to watch. Thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. That was a South African actor, Siv Ngesi, talking to us about the Woman King movie. It's blowing the charts, I tell you, #1 in the United States. A lot of South Africans who saw it yesterday are raving about it.